So, Patricia, new patient, mild photophobia stemming from a cranial injury. That was about 2 years ago. I think, yep, 2 years ago. As she says it was 2 years ago, but who knows if that's true. Uh, Diagnosis is a ICD 48.2, depression, and well, agoraphobia. Depression with agoraphobia. Patricia back next week, same time. And
Hello, excuse
well,
me.
I think she's excuse me. What is it?
Excuse me, Rhonda.
Yes.
Your son is on line 1.
Hold on a second. I'm just finishing my interpatient recording here. Patricia will be back next week, same time, and I will recommend for her to go see a neurosurgeon about the cranial damage that she sustained in the so-called accident she had 2 years ago. Thank you very much. All right, put him on.
Ma.
Put him on. Put Buddy on. Buddy.
Ma.
What is it?
Ma.
Hey,
Why are you calling me at work?
Rhonda.
Ma.
Yes, what is it?
Ma.
How's it going?
Oh,
Ma, how you doing, Ma?
I talked to you this morning, Tamra.
I know, but I wanted to see your face, make sure you're doing okay.
Your beautiful face. Look how beautiful you look today.
Oh, very funny, Tamra.
Ma, did you get your hair done, Ma? Did you get your hair done? Your hair looks
No,
great.
I didn't get my hair done. It's a pandemic. How can I get my hair done, buddy? Look at your hair.
Well, you know.
I cut it. I used some clippers and went outside on the back porch and it's done. I could come over and do your hair if you want.
Looks like you use nail clippers to cut his hair. The ones full of toenail fungus in your bathroom that I see every time I come over, and I say, throw them out already.
I know, that's your son, your typical son. Good job, buddy.
I just, I'm stuck at home, Ma. What do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Walk around with dreadlocks all day? I had to do something. I got to get a haircut.
I did it.
You know what I want you to do? What is it?
I could do your hair. I did his, whatever.
Right.
Ma.
You wanna rip my hair out and you want me to be bald so I'm the laughing stock of the neighborhood. I know what you're trying to do. I'm not stupid. Buddy, what do you want? I don't have any money. We talked this morning. What can I do for you?
When I talked to you this morning, I didn't get the feeling that you're really going to stay home in quarantine. I kind of got the feeling that you were getting a little antsy.
We got worried.
I knew we were going out without a mask on, so I want to make sure if you're going out, you got to wear your mask, okay, Ma?
Don't forget the gloves, okay? You got to wear the gloves.
I wear a full body suit, aka a full-size condom, okay? So don't worry about it.
You're like a walking prophylactic over there.
Prophylactic.
Oh, you're using big words now, aren't you guys? Yeah, I get it. You've been watching trivia shows, so you have big words now. Is that why you're calling me, to tell me you know how to...
Do you have enough toilet paper and paper towels? We're worried,
You want me to bring something over for you, Ma?
You two would really love it if I was incontinent and by myself, shitting myself all day long with not enough toilet paper. Well, guess what? I have more toilet paper than Queen Elizabeth.
That's amazing.
Good, Ma. That's good. That's good. And I hope that you're not going to see your boyfriend.
Yeah,
because you're not allowed to do that. It's not social distancing.
You can have like a Zoom date, like have some wine and cheers to the camera.
Quit it. You two make me sick with your questions about my...
You got to social distance from the penis, Ma.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
6 feet, Ma. 6 feet.
It depends on how big.
6 feet, Ma.
Depends on how big the penis is. You got to measure from the penis to 6 feet from there.
6 feet, Ma. 6 inches. 6
Buddy,
inches.
I taught you to be very open and vulnerable with your sexuality. But I've had about enough of you calling me on the phone at my place of work, telling me I should social distance from my boyfriend's penis.
Anthony,
it's like a broken record.
Anthony, get her back, Anthony.
It's like a broken record. What can I say to you, buddy? My boyfriend's
on Wi-Fi. Sometimes it gets messed up.
Are you saying broken record or Kelly Ripa? I can't tell.
Kelly Ripa?
Are you saying Kelly Ripa?
Kelly Ripa?
Are you saying broken
You've
record?
had a crush on Kelly Ripa since you were 5 years old, buddy.
True.
Get over
like
it.
Kelly Ripa. I do like Kelly Ripa.
You froze. The Wi-Fi froze.
I love Kelly Ripa.
He loves Kelly Ripa.
She's a national treasure, Kelly Ripa.
She's gorgeous.
Please.
She's gorgeous. Hey, guess what? You catched up on your Netflix. You doing all right over there?
Tamra, I am not discussing with you what's in my Netflix queue so you can analyze me and put me in some type of box
I hear
and
you.
give me a box for Christmas of
Okay.
DVDs. No, I'm not
All right,
doing
but
that.
Ma,
no, here,
Ma.
no, Disney Plus has
Yeah.
has Hamilton.
Yeah.
I'll give you the code. We'll give you the
We'll
code.
get you the password. You can watch Hamilton tomorrow, Ma.
Okay.
Hemorrhoids?
Hamilton for July 4th. Huh?
Hamilton
What?
reminds me of something that has to do with hemorrhoids. I don't like the sound of it. I don't
don't
like the
like
it? No.
sound of it.
Hamilton, Ma. Hamilton.
It's a beautiful.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
It's a spectacular musical. We couldn't make it because of quarantine.
Yeah.
His name is
good go.
Lynn? What kind of a name is that? Is there anything else I can do for you, buddy? Tamra, nice to see you.
Well,
But,
yeah,
buddy, is there anything else I can do for you
Your
right
grandson. Your
Ma,
grandson.
Ma, I
misses
don't want to
you.
ask you for money, but
Yeah.
my grandson wants to know if he can get something for his
Come here.
graduation for the summer
Come here,
because
now?
he's moving up into the 5th grade.
Harold! My Harold! Look at you. You're so beautiful. Even though you have such ugly parents, you
Oh,
are
come on.
such a gorgeous, gorgeous boy. How are you, my darling?
Good.
Yes? I like your haircut.
Next time I see you.
Yeah, I did it. I did
Yeah.
his hair. I did his hair. Look at Buddy. You know, Buddy. Come on. He's not a dog.
Come on, I just want him to look nice for
He's
Grandma.
not a dog.
Look, ask her what she wants to say. Your grandma doesn't have a lot of time.
Okay.
What do you want to ask her?
Wait,
He
wait,
wants some Robux. Is that what you want?
Tell her. Tell her.
Next time I see you, I want the new PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out. Brand new.
What's a PS5?
It's like the Tesla of the video game world.
Tesla.
I'm not getting you a car. Are you out of your mind, Harold? I will do anything for you, but not a car. If
No,
anything-
ask Anthony. He's know what he's talking about. It's a new PS4. It's a game
It's a game.
playing console,
those,
Ma.
those kids do all the
Okay,
time.
all right. As long as it doesn't have to do with masturbation, I'm fine. Harold,
Come on, Ma.
it's
He's
yours.
10 years old,
Hey, what
Ma.
are you talking
I'm
like
sorry. What can I say? We're very open in this family, buddy.
All
I've
right,
told
all
you
right.
this for
that?
years.
She's talking about like a plant.
Yeah.
Masturbation is a
The
style
kind
of a
of plant.
plant.
It is.
Ma, can you get him the
absolutely.
PS4, Ma?
I'll get him the
Five.
PS7. How's
5,
that?
the 5. He wants the 5.
The 7. I'll get you the 7, Harold. That's how much I love you.
Oh, look how sweet she is.
That's
Thanks,
nice.
Grandma.
That's nice.
You're
Can we
welcome,
give, can we give
Harold.
Grandma a
Give her a
kiss? Give
kiss,
Grandma a
give her a
kiss.
kiss.
Mwah,
That's-
mwah, mwah. What a sweet boy.
Ma, can I
you
get
are.
a kiss,
I don't
Ma? Ma, can I get a kiss?
No!
What?
Stop it!
Come
Disgusting.
on.
Buddy, stop it. Grow up already. Tamara, you're
Fine.
very beautiful. When I said your parents are ugly, I meant Buddy, not you, obviously, per se. I hope our relationship is still going to be pretty intact after this phone call.
I hope so. Tell you.
Well, I'm asking
I
Tamara,
love
not
you.
you.
Tell
Tell her
Grandma
how
you
much
miss
I
her.
love her.
I love you.
Tell you
Oh,
miss her.
Harold,
Tell you
I love you
I
too.
love you.
Harold, I love you so much. I
Mwah.
want to dance. I want to dance like this. Mwah.
Come on, let's all dance.
All right. Enough. I'll get you the PS7. Whatever you want. Okay, there they go again. They just
I gotta
start
get back to my
dancing.
summer reading programs.
He has to get back to summer reading.
Look at this kid.
He's
He's reading books, Grandma.
Oh my
He's
God,
reading
I'm
books,
so
Ma.
proud. I'm so proud. You are the future, Harold. And
Takes after-
you know,
takes after
I'm
me.
so
takes
proud
after
of you.
me. This guy takes after me.
So proud. I'm so proud, Harold. You're so beautiful, and you're so different than your parents,
Thanks,
which I'm
Grandma.
so proud of. You're such a good boy. Next time you call me alone.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. No
Big
problem.
hugsies. Hugsies, Harold.
Hugsies.
Big
Hugging
hugsies.
the iPad. He's hugging the pad there.
I'm
Good.
hugging you back.
You're shaking the camera.
All right, Ma, we love
The
you.
light of my life.
Love you,
Buddy,
Grandma.
get your shit together, Tamra.
I got it. Don't you worry.
All
You know
right,
what?
all right.
There's a little surprise in your driveway tomorrow morning. All right, check it out.
Yeah, we're going to
My
leave you on
driveway.
care
What are you, some
package.
type of terrorist? Oh my
Like
God.
No, Jesus, Ma, it's like a nice thing, Ma.
Nice.
That's
It's a nice-
disgusting. What is it, a package with some white powder in it? Oh,
No,
I
no,
know
you
where you're
see.
going with this.
Do you want to know or you want to be surprised? I'll tell you.
Don't tell her. She wants to be surprised.
I don't want to be surprised, buddy.
Let her stay up all night and think about it, all right?
Think about
Oh,
it.
You
so
think
it is
about
white
it.
powder.
You think about what you've done, Ma.
Look outside. You'll see a surprise tomorrow morning.
Okay, well, you look outside, see a surprise right now, and that's me not being there ever again.
Tell
Okay.
Anthony we
I've
say
got
hi,
to
Ma.
go, buddy. I'm sorry. I work
Okay.
for a living, unlike
Love
some
you.
other people. Harold, I
Love
love
you,
you so much. You're the
bye.
best person ever to have existed in this world. Love
She
you,
loves you too.
Harold. Not you
Love
two.
you,
Get
Grandma.
away from me.
Bye.
Bye, Harold. You're the
Bye. How you
best.
the damn thing off.
How do
Good
you shut-
How
night.
do you shut it off?
How do you shut this off?
Shut it off.
I
Hit
don't
the
know.
off button.
Off, where's
Oh,
off? It's
God.
off.
Off. Hit the off. Just hit
What's
the
it say?
button.
I don't know how to
Anthony,
No, not that one.
do
This one. The one that
something.
says
Get these
leave.
people out of here.
I'm leaving you, Mom. I'm leaving you. Bye.
Buddy. Oh, God.
I'm leaving you.
Bye. Anthony, do something. I'm still looking at their faces.
All right, here. Hit that
I
button.
don't know how to do it.
Hit the red button there.
Ugh, they're so inept. Oh, God, I just can't stand it. I mean, he was a sweet boy when he was a kid, you know, Anthony. My buddy, you know.
Of course.
God, I reminisce about those times when he was sweet and not as annoying. You know, now he's just a deadbeat with that wife of his. And they call all the time. What do they want from me? You know?
Your,
So, anyway.
your 415 is here,
Is
Rhonda.
he here already? Well, he's 3 minutes early!
He's here.
I'm just going to record. Okay, just tell him to hang out in the waiting room for a minute.
All right, no
And
problem.
I'm just gonna record here. Thank you, Anthony. You're really doing a good job. I don't know what's up with the sunglasses, but you know, live and let live.
It's a fashion
All right,
statement.
here
You
we
would
go.
understand.
Kim Bryan is next patient here. Kim Bryan, this will be his 3rd session. He is insured, which makes my advice more sincere and a bit more lengthy. Okay. All right. OCD, ICD 10, 42.2. All right, you can let him in. You can let Mr. Kim in. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Kim.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. But more importantly, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Well, you're looking well. Look at you. He's got a little glow on you.
No, I recently got a haircut, you know, because it's my first time in 3 months that I got a haircut.
Very
So
interesting.
now,
So how did that make you feel, Mr. Kim?
I feel like a different person.
Very interesting. How so?
No, because the thing is, when the quarantine started, like in March, I was 20 pounds heavier, right? So that on top of my hair growing, and then now I'm like 20 pounds lighter. So now I see myself like I don't even really recognize myself anymore.
Well, you know, we did talk about this in your last session, that you were very proud of the weight loss and that it made a big difference in your life. Now, on top of the weight loss, we've got a new haircut that's really solidifying the change. So you see how sometimes external things can internalize and make you feel quite different. So how does that affect your choices in everyday life? I'm especially interested in bestiality and sexuality. Are you thinking about your pets in a new light now that you feel you're a different person?
No, I think now the pets look at me in a new light. You know, before they were like, fuck, like this again, like at least can he get a haircut? But now I think they enjoy my company a lot more. In terms of regular and bestiality, both.
Interesting. And thank you for going there with me. I feel that, you know, you really are starting to open up a lot more. The first session we had, you were just kind of, I don't want to talk. You know what I mean? And
Well,
now,
the thing is, like, you know, like the first session is like kind of like get to know session, you know, like you don't like just throw all the bestiality stuff out there just like on the first session, you know, like you kind of get to know the therapist because that's very important, you know. And
it is. You're
so
right, Mr. Kip.
that's why.
So now that we've gotten to the bottom of some very important stuff, as you know, but you have mentioned to me several times that you still have a real struggle with the snacking,
Yes.
especially late at night. And
Yeah.
so I want to get into that a little bit. The bestiality seems to be a curiosity of yours that you're willing to try out, but it's not something really weighing on you. So I think the snacking is what we should focus on today.
definitely, I would say it's weighing more on them, if you know what I mean.
That's a joke. I got it. Thank you. Very funny. That's a defense mechanism used by people when they feel insecure. They make jokes to make the other person like them and accept them for who they are. That's just an FYI for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
Mr. Kim.
hope it's
So
working.
it's working, always working. It's always working. So the midnight snacking. Would you say that the midnight snacking has led you to do things that are considered unwanted and uncontrollable?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's a yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you try to get rid of the thoughts about the snacks and you cannot?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's a yes. Very interesting. Are there rituals tied to these behaviors, repetitive behaviors that you do the same way every time you snack? Let's say you go to the refrigerator. On your way to the refrigerator, every single time you go like this, la 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 la. Is that something that happens?
Well, not exactly like that one, but like my own version. Yeah.
What about this one? Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a.
No, I haven't done that. I haven't done that one. Sorry.
You. Oh my God! You are very, very, very cute when you're insecure. Sorry, that's very unprofessional of me to say, but it's just
No, because that one
something
is
that
like a
struck
really
me.
good one. You know, I wish I came up with that one, but mine doesn't go like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you because then it's not gonna work. You know, like therapy is not gonna work.
No, this is the thing about therapy. Lying works in relationships, not in therapy. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So you're absolutely right. No lying here. All right. So no songs, but is there repetitive behavior? Do you have a dance that you do on your way to getting snacks? Do you have something that you do repetitively?
No, because I don't do the time to go get a snack. Time to go get. That's not my thing. I do this one. I go, oh, I'm gonna make a sandwich. I'm gonna make a sandwich, and then like I just keep thinking that in my head, and then I go, oh, like that, you know.
Oh, so you do.
So it's not
have a
really. It's
little-
not like a song. It's more like a rap, you know. Like it's not like a melodic tune. It's more like, oh, I make sandwich like that.
Oh, very interesting, Mr. Kim.
Yeah.
So it is something though that has been inspired by your 90s, late 90s, early 2000s childhood.
But the thing that's really troubling is like I go to the refrigerator with that, like, oh, I'm gonna make the sandwich, and like, but I go and I don't even like eat a sandwich. It's like ice cream a lot of the times, you know. It's not even an ice cream sandwich. It's like nothing to do with any sort of sandwich at all.
Well, here, let me give you an analogy, okay? That might help clear some stuff up for you.
Yeah.
I'm wearing glasses, right? And then I've got another pair of glasses here.
Okay.
Okay. I never wear these glasses, but I always have them around my neck. Now, let me get to the point. When you go to the refrigerator, you say, I'm going to make a sandwich, or whatever your song is that I'm not able to imitate because I'm not good at rapping.
Yeah.
Now, you go to the refrigerator with the intention to get a sandwich, and what happens is you get ice cream. And you do it, excuse me, you do it every single time. So part of you knows it's going to happen, just like me. I wear these glasses every day, but every day I say, oh, I might wear these. I never do. I know that it's a pattern. I know that I'm never going to wear them, and yet I have them around my neck. Why do I do it? Why? Do you know why?
No.
Comfort.
Oh, okay.
The thought of getting a sandwich comforts you because a sandwich has a connotation of being a bit healthier than ice cream, right? You could put
True.
lettuce on a sandwich. You could make a sandwich out of cabbage leaves if you're that type of a nut that doesn't enjoy life at all.
I enjoy life though. I would never eat cabbage sandwich. Who does that?
Exactly. And here's the question. Why don't you go to the refrigerator thinking you're going to get an ice cream sandwich?
I don't know. I don't buy those at the market. I'm normally like one of those pint type of person, you know?
Uh-huh. Very interesting. I'm going to make a note of that because I feel like that's going to be very important later on. Pint type of person. Because
Yeah.
because the way we describe ourselves, Mr. Kim, is very important, and we should always be very cognizant of how we do it, all right? So now you just said I'm a pint type of person. So you're saying you're an ice cream pint. We haven't found out what kind of ice cream, but you're an ice cream in a pint. Fine.
Because
No
like the
matter.
thing is, I don't like it when like you get like a big tub and then it's just like the same flavor over and over and over and over and over again. Like that sucks.
Oh, yes, it does. And do you feel the same way with women?
Definitely.
There we go. Now we're getting to the bottom of something, you know? And that's
Yeah.
why you pay me, obviously, because I get to the bottom. Not that I'm a bottom or a top or any of that. I mean, I can do anything, and so can you. And that's not the point, you know? The point is to accept the challenges that are given to us by the circumstances in which we live. All right, so you have said that you do have repetitive behavior. So that's a yes over here. Okay, let's see. Do you check on the items in your refrigerator that you plan on snacking on frequently throughout the day to make sure they're still there, your roommates haven't eaten them, or whoever else you live with?
I mean, not really. I don't like regularly check up on them. I just eat it. You know? Who just checks up on it like, oh, you're still there, and then go, okay, good, and then like go back. I mean, I always, if I'm there, I at least take a bite at least.
Out of the pint of ice cream.
Yeah, or like anything really, but mostly like ice cream. I like
Okay.
ice cream.
Very interesting. That's yes. Okay. Next question, and I think I know the answer. Do you think about food items while you masturbate? And I'm sorry to have to ask, but it's an important question.
I mean, while I masturbate, like food items.
Or before, or immediately after.
Immediately after or before? Not really.
So the answer is no.
No.
Or is it not really? Which leaves a little wiggle room.
Not really.
Okay. You have changed your answer from no to not really. And we are going to.
No, it was always not really. It was always not really.
Okay. It was always not really. That makes me laugh. You know why?
Why?
That's because that reminds me when little kids, you know, when they say, "Oh, can I have some chocolate?" And you go, "It's not time for chocolate." And then they go, "But I need it because I can't live without it." And then you say, "Yes, you can." And then they say, "No, I can't." And then you say, "Well, if you couldn't live without it, how come you're alive now?" And then they go, "Well, I guess I don't really need it." And that's the same type of thing that's going on here. It's very cute. And it reminds me of a story you told me the first session you came in,
Uh-huh.
where you said when you were a kid and around Christmas time, you would love to have the little German Mozart balls, right? Am I right?
I mean, I love the Mozart balls, yeah.
Yeah, you love the Mozart balls. Now, you're telling me when you masturbate, you've never thought about Mozart balls? Bullshit, Mr. Kim. Come on, you don't have to lie to me. It's me, Rhonda.
Rhonda. I think of Mozart balls, but not when I'm masturbating. Like sometimes, just like they'll just like pass in
Fly
my
around your head.
Yes.
Mm.
But wait a minute, I like Mozart balls though.
Yes, Mozart balls. They don't play music.
Mozart balls. They're nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's making you very nostalgic. I see that in your eyes. I shouldn't
Yeah.
have brought up that story without asking permission from you. And that's
No, it was I didn't think it was gonna come back up again.
And I have to
Kinda took me
apologize.
by surprise a little bit.
I have to apologize, and this is part of the new training that we're getting for the therapists, the sensitivity training that I told you about. Part of it is asking permission from the patient to bring up stories from the past that the patient has revealed in previous sessions.
Yeah.
And I should have asked you for that permission, and I did not.
But Rhonda, but the thing about it is, like, from the first session, a lot of things have changed. Like I don't really think about Mozart balls anymore. Like I've kind of moved on to Beethoven butthole.
All right, let's talk about it. Beethoven buttholes.
Beethoven butthole.
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 Right. I understand. So is that
That's
like,
it. I just like saying it like that. Like it's the more traditional the more traditional pronunciation is butthole.
Mhm.
But I like to say butthole.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kim. It's making me laugh again. You're making me laugh, which is a good thing. I haven't laughed in
This is a serious issue, Rhonda. Like you can't just be laughing about this thing. Like I come to you for help. I come to you for like to get some issues, and then I come to you with honesty.
Well, Mr. Kim, I'm gonna
and
have
then
to
you just like
interrupt
laugh
you.
at me when I tell you about Beethoven butthole.
No, I am not laughing at you, Mr. Kim. All right, let me explain something to you. First of all, you're not coming to me for help. You're coming to me to help yourself, within yourself, from yourself. I ask questions. I lead you to the water.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. We've agreed on that. Mr. Kim, secondly, when I laugh, okay, it's because I recognize that you are in need of my reaction as positivity. So I lean back and I say, what reaction could I give Mr. Kim right now to reinforce what he is needing in his life? And I choose laughter.
I mean, if you were to rephrase your question, the first ever question, right? And then just put in the new thing, like, when you masturbate, do you think about Beethoven butthole? Then I would have to say yes.
Okay. Well, all of this is very interesting. Your very defensive reaction to laughter is very interesting, and we'll get to the bottom of it. Your fascination with Beethoven buttholes or buttholes is also very, very interesting. The fact that you choose to mispronounce it, very interesting, and might be an indicator of something that happened to you in your past, childhood, etc. Not going to get into it today. Also a little bit more expensive because that's a longer session. Now, I know you have insurance, which is fine, but if you do want to get into the buttholes, we would get into linguistics, and that'll be a little more expensive. But no matter. So, Mr. Kim, I do have some more questions that I'd like
We can just call it butthole then. Well, I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay extra. We could just call it butthole regular.
Right. Got it. Thank you so much. I will make a note that you are willing to just call it butthole and not butthole.
Butthole. Oh,
I'm sorry. I just have to sneeze. Achoo! Okay.
Bless you.
There we go. So butthole, no matter. We can call it anything you like. It's just that linguistics are always a little more expensive if we get into it, but we don't have to. I want to clear up some stuff here. There's a little more that I need to know. The behavior, the snacking. Okay, let's get away from the masturbation. You know, Mr. Kim, I don't know if you remember, but the first session you came in, I said, Mr. Kim, I want you to feel comfortable discussing your thoughts, your feelings, anything you like, even your masturbatory fantasies.
That's when I started talking about Mozart balls.
And that's when you started talking about Mozart balls. Exactly. So I just wanted to clear that up because I did mention it from the get-go. Okay, so
I'm a very musical person.
you
Rhonda.
are. I know, Mr. Kim. I know you are. And so, how does that make you feel to be so musical? It seems to fill you with a sense of pride.
But it's not even just like regular music. It's like old classical music. Like Mozart and Beethoven, they're my two favorite.
And then you immediately connect them with balls and buttholes.
What else would you connect it with?
I agree. Now we agree on something. But this also is very interesting to me. And of course, I'm making a note because I have to submit everything to your insurance. So just so you know, your insurance will get a file from me today that does mention the buttholes. If you don't want me to mention
Wait,
it,
I thought this was all like confidential or something like that. Like if I knew it was all gonna go to insurance, I would have kept the Beethoven butthole to myself.
well, it's confidential, but your insurance pays for it, so they know everything. Welcome to the real world, Mr. Kim. Welcome to the real world. If you don't like it, then I don't know. Don't have insurance. Beethoven's butthole. I'm going to make that a special section in the report. But I am willing to take it out if you would be willing to participate in our upcoming study that will commence in about 2 weeks on bestiality.
All right.
You're willing?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, then I will take the butthole out of the report. And that is not considered blackmail. It's a trade of sorts that we've done here. Okay, so back to the snacking, because that's really what brought you in today. Are you ever concerned that the snacks need to all be lined up and in the same place for you to eat them, or do you not care where they are when you take them out of the refrigerator or the cupboard or somebody else's hand?
Yeah, I don't care at all.
Okay, that's a no. Very interesting. 3 yeses, 1 no. Does the snacking fundamentally trouble you?
Yes.
Elaborate.
You know, like I'm trying to lose weight. You know, I can't just be eating ice cream at night all the time, you know?
But Mr. Kim, I find it interesting because you have accomplished and achieved the weight loss. You gained 20 and lost 20. So what's the problem?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I think I could be like I want to I could even be in better shape, you know, but like instead if I eat the ice cream.
You want to be the Rock!
Yeah, I want to be the Rock.
Okay. You want to be the Rock.
I want to be the Rock. You're pretty good.
Why do you want to be the Rock? What do you think the Rock has that you don't? Besides money, a great body, all the women he wants, work for the rest of his life, and good fortune.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So
like, what is not there to want?
Well, this is a very interesting question, Mr. Kim.
He doesn't have to think about Beethoven buttholes or anything like that.
Well,
he doesn't have to deal with issues that I have to deal with, like fucking cutting your hair so your pets look at you all sexy. He doesn't have to deal with those types of issues.
And I beg to differ. As a long life therapist of many sorts of people, including celebrities, okay, I have not had The Rock in my office, but have you ever seen the the commercial for that stuff you use when you have a urinary tract infection. Have you ever seen it? It's the one where the lady makes the face, and then at the end she's happy because she took the medicine. Anyway, the second lady in that commercial used to be my patient. So I have treated celebrities and know a thing or two about the way they function, Mr. Kim. And I am going to tell you that that woman, celebrity on television that was my patient, woo, Mr. Kim, the darknesses, sexually speaking, you will not believe. So I would put all my money that I've worked for all my life on the fact that The Rock has some very nasty skeletons in his closet, including probably bestiality. If we could get him on the study, that would be major. But anyway, so you think The Rock has no problems because he calls himself The Rock and rocks have no feelings. Is that why?
That's one of the reasons.
And because he has buns of steel?
No, I would say buns of rock.
Interesting. Another joke. Very nice. Bun of rock. Okay, that could be a good rock band. Mr. Kim, do you often covet other people's bodies, properties, or legacies?
That's like so large.
Yes, it is.
No, like I want to make my own legacy, and like make my own stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you think the snacking is stopping you from that?
Yeah, I mean, if you snack, if you eat a lot of sugar, and then your body gets lethargic, and you don't have any, like you're not at your optimal state, or something.
Mm-hmm. As someone in the entertainment industry, as you are yourself, do you feel the pressure of being beautiful all the time?
No.
Very good. Okay. So the snacking is not tied to your career.
No.
The problem.
I just like good tasting stuff,
Good tasting stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and you don't think kale tastes good, I'm guessing.
It's all right sometimes, I don't mind it.
What about chia seeds?
I don't think I've ever had it like just by itself. I've only had it in like a smoothie.
What about paleo vegan protein bars?
I've never had that before.
What about chicken breast?
It's all right. I'm more of a chicken thigh person.
What about salmon fillets?
Oh, those are nice.
Okay. What about brown rice?
Brown rice is good.
What about?
I like all kinds of rice.
Okay.
Brown rice, rice.
Okay. What about lettuce wraps? Disgusting, right? Am I right?
They're okay.
Okay. Lettuce wraps. Noted. For your birthday, I'm getting you a box of lettuce wraps, Mr. Kim.
Lettuce wraps don't come in boxes.
On the Upper West Side, they do. I'm not sure where you live, but in my neighborhood, I get boxes of lettuce wraps delivered to me every morning that I send out to my favorite clients.
Jeez.
And you're welcome to double check with Anthony. He knows I sent him boxes of lettuce wraps plenty of times. Mr. Kim, we are winding down here, and I am going to have to give you one last question that I ask all my patients with suspected food-related OCD disorders. Does the behavior that you employ to get to the refrigerator, to get the snack out, the little dance you do, the song, the rap, Does all of that, the snacking in terms of what you're eating, the ice cream, all of that, the whole scenario, do these actions make sense to you?
No. But you know what? I'm thinking that from tonight on,
No.
instead of a rap about sandwich, I think I'm gonna do a lettuce rap.
A lettuce wrap. You are so adorable, I have to say. I mean, that you were able to pull a pun out of that scenario that is deeply troubling to you is so positive, and I love it. And that's why I said to you, Mr. Kim, I'm not sure why you're coming to see me, because it seems like your positivity lifts you out of any Beethoven butthole you ever have been in.
Oh,
So-
come on, Rhonda. I love our sessions every week. How could I miss
I
them?
love our sessions too, Mr. Kim. I love them, really. You know what I love about them is that you always surprise me with something unexpected. And I always get to share a little bit of myself and get a lot of you in return. Now,
Oh, trust me, I surprised myself too.
I do want to give you a little bit of homework for next week.
All right.
So, Mr. Kim, as you know, I'm a licensed therapist, NLP, LP. And as you know, I've been doing this for quite a while. So
What does
you-
LPLP stand for? LP twice?
Yes, it's because I got the certification twice. Very unusual and very hard to do. That's why it's NLPLP. That's why you've never seen it before. Very unusual. And I'm very proud of it, which is why I've mentioned it now. But I also just wanted to give you a sense of comfort with me, because I am here to take care of you, okay? And if you're going to be whiny, then I am going to tell you straight out to your face, Mr. Kim, stop whining, pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. So I'm
Okay.
not sure if I mentioned it to you in the previous session. And we are running over a little bit. I won't charge you extra. So, as you know, I do have, or as you may not know, I can't remember if I've told you, I grew up with penis x-ray vision. Did I mention it to you earlier?
No, you have not.
Right. Well, a lot of people are surprised, but you know that movie, The Sixth Sense, don't you?
Yes.
There's a little boy and he can see dead people. Now, imagine me in that movie as a little girl and I can see penises. And that's basically what it is. And it's not a joke and it's not funny. It's a blessing and a curse to grow up seeing everybody's penis and knowing so much about them, because I do believe that the penis is the window to the soul for men or people who have decided to become men. I can see transgender penises too.
I mean,
Anyway.
some might argue the eyes are the window to the soul.
Right. That's if you're looking for windows. I'm not looking for windows. I'm looking for a nice tunnel, direct, you know? You got windows, you need to clean them. You got windows, birds splat onto them and get lost. You got windows, one might break, you have to fix it and put a tarp over it, then you can't see anything at all. You got windows, but you got no paper towels at home. How do you clean them? You use a cloth, but then the cloth leaves fuzzy things all over the window. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm
So
looking for... Yes?
So the tunnel that you're mentioning is like the dick hole?
No. The tunnel is a metaphor for the way I get to the soul, Mr. Kim. It's okay. This is very advanced stuff, and I'm not expecting you to be comfortable with it. I'm just being honest. And this
All right.
ties into your homework. So,
Okay.
since I was a little, I have been able to see penises, and it's allowed me to understand a lot about, especially, the male gender or transgender, transition to male. I'm telling you this because I can very clearly see your penis, even though you're sitting down and I only see your head. Okay, I can see it reflected.
Well, you can see both heads. You can see head to head.
Precisely. Thank you very much. Very articulate man. So, and I can see more, and it's not about sexuality. I can see the penis, which makes me see the soul. So I can see a lot, and I see the potential in you, and I know that you are a very intelligent young man. A little bit whiny, but very intelligent. So,
And you'll also see that I have a very big soul.
now, I never mention sizes, but I am not going to say that that's an untruth.
I'm saying it's untruth.
And you're saying what is an untruth?
I'm saying that's not untrue. My soul is very large.
Yes, I am saying in a very diplomatic way, yes. I overestimated your intelligence. I'm going to reel it back a little bit.
Yeah. My penis is average, but my soul, oh.
Gigantic. All right. There's a lot of potential in you, and I think I can fix your snacking problem.
Great.
Next time you go to the refrigerator, on the way to the refrigerator, I want you to sing this. Rhonda sees my penis. Rhonda sees my penis. Rhonda sees my penis, so I will not snack.
I don't want to do that one.
Interesting. Why not?
Because then it's just gonna I'm just gonna have visions of you just looking at my penis while I'm going to go eat a sandwich.
I am very, very happy about that. That fills me with great joy. Visions of me looking at your penis is what we're going for, because then you will not want to snack anymore. You'll go, holy moly, chicken cannoli. I am not in the mood for a snack. Mr. Kim, I know that I'm older than you, and I know that I am not the type you would go for. And that's exactly why I've given you this homework. Try it out and call me afterwards. We'll meet at a bar and discuss what the song did to you when you walked to the refrigerator and whether or not you still were able to eat the ice cream. Are
Fair
you willing
enough.
to try it?
I'll be willing to try it, definitely.
I think that's.
I mean, you always have to at least try it, you know. It might work, you know.
Try
You're the
everything you
professional.
want.
You're the professional.
Exactly. Thank you very much for the respect that I deserve. Mr. Kim, for next time, I also want you to write down your dreams every single night. Whether or not they're lucid, I don't care. If you don't remember, I don't care. Make something up, okay? Come in with a few juicy dreams that we can discuss. Tell me how the singing of the song goes. We'll change the song next week to something a little more amicable. But I think that we have to attack the problem head on. So
what can be more amicable than Rhonda sees my penis, Rhonda sees my penis? What can be more amicable than that?
Nothing, truly. But you forgot the end part, which is, and I will not get a snack.
That's true. Because, you know, I might get a snack. That's why I kind of just left that part out.
Well, Mr. Kim, that's up to you. But, you know, the treatment will go a lot
Because
faster.
just because you can see my penis doesn't mean I don't want the ice cream. Like, I can still eat the ice cream, you know?
Well, your resistance to this exercise is highly interesting. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, and we do have to schedule for next week. So is it the same time next week then? Is that what you'd like to do, Mr. Kim?
I'm looking
Great.
forward to it.
So Thursday at 4 p.m., I will be seeing you. If you continue to eat the ice cream, then I will come up with a very fun game for you where you actually eat 9 pints of ice cream in 1 hour and then vomit so intensely for about an hour and a half that you'll never want to eat ice cream again. And that's another way to do it. But I wanted to start out with something that was maybe a little easier to digest for you. Okay?
We'll see.
Mr.
We'll
Kim?
see how the song works, and then if the song doesn't work, we'll go to the violently vomiting method.
Precisely. Now, last question. As always, you know how it goes. How did today's session make you feel?
It was a little bit overwhelming, but it was okay. It was fine. I learned a lot of new things about myself.
And go on.
That's all.
Interesting. Mr. Kim, you continue to surprise me. And, you know, I think there's so much potential there. And I am very proud of you. In 3 sessions, I feel we've come a long way in getting to know each other. You're very vulnerable, open, and honest. And the snacking from my personal view, just to tell you now, and I will tell the insurance this too, is an OCD disorder, but I feel that it's not something that's debilitating to your life right now. So we are not going to treat it with medication at the moment. How do you feel about that?
I was hoping I could get some medication, honestly.
I know. But see, I'm not a drug dealer. And you're a little too old. I usually do it with the youngsters because it's very hard to get them to open up if you don't give them drugs. Mr.
So
Kim?
you give drugs to the young people, but you don't give drugs to the old people?
Precisely. And I will explain that to you some other time. We have a run out of time, Mr. Kim, and I appreciate that you're always so punctual. But next time you're early, I'm going to subtract the minutes that you're early from your session because I do think it's rude to appear early anywhere. Okay?
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
Thank you, Rhonda, for your advice and your therapy.
Mr. Kim, you are a very polite young man. I think you have a bright future, and I look forward to our next session, and I look forward to hearing what happens in the kitchen on your way to get the snack, before you eat the snack, after you eat the snack. Anything to do with Beethoven, please continue to tell me about it. And please also tell me how the whole the rock jealousy thing evolves through this week.
Definitely.
If there's any dreams or anything like that. Okay?
Will
Mr.
do.
Kim, have a great day. Thanks for coming in. And we'll send you the bill as always. Okay. Okay. Toodaloo, as they say. Toodaloo. Thank you. If you need anything, Anthony will take care of you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. All right. Well, Mr. Kim is a talker, isn't he, Anthony? All right. So I'm just going to make some notes here. And then I think we should start the show. All right. Kim Bryan, it's an ICD-10 F42.2, mixed obsessional thoughts. And I would add F42.9, unspecific. No orthorexia found, no fixations found, although the ice cream is something to monitor in the future. Interested in bestiality, limited interest in the bestiality, but we do have a sort of fixation on the rock and his buns. The buns of rock. Also, increasingly uncomfortable when asked about lettuce wraps. And Mr. Kim found the session today overwhelming, although he said he learned a lot about himself, which I think is bullshit. And he said that because someone in grade school told him that that's a good thing to say to adults. Well, I say to you, Mr. Kim, well, I can't say that, but it's okay. I have agreed with Mr. Kim to take the Beethoven's butthole / butthole fixation out of the insurance notes in exchange for his limited participation in the bestiality study. And Mr. Kim will be invited once the study is up and running. All right. So July 2nd, 2020, third session, Mr. Kim, ICD-10, F42.2 with an F42.9. Snacking. That's why he comes here. Snacking. Can you believe it? Other people try to get over death and destruction in their life, and Mr. Kim comes here for snacking. Right. Well, that's the new world order, I guess. Okay, that's it. All right, Anthony. So I'm very excited that we're doing this live broadcast today. So I press the button and we should be live in a moment. Let me see, right here. That's the button.